turning trash into cash. It sounds like the kind of carrot that could get people to recycle their rubbish. At least that's what the mayor's hoping. He's backing an incentive scheme similar to one run in the US, which gives people financial rewards for recycling their household waste. Our environment correspondent Tom Edwards explains.
It's called RecycleBank and it's used in 500 cities across the US. You get paid to recycle.
I'm absolutely thrilled. It's giving us some cash back, especially with the price of gas going up.
Savings made on reductions in landfill tax are passed on to those that recycle. The scheme in the US pays about 500,000 homes every year to recycle. Typically they get paid about £18 a month. And in some households recycling has increased by 200%.
London only recycles 25% of our rubbish at the moment. Isn't that pathetic? New York...
Giving out green awards to children today, the mayor's keen to boost recycling with a voluntary scheme here.
The gist of it is that you get rewarded with vouchers according to the weight of rubbish you produce. So the more you put out, the more diligent you are, more enthusiastic you are about recycling, the more vouchers you'll get.
So would a similar scheme work here, especially when every council already has its own recycling scheme? Susan Braithwaite lives on the top floor of a block of flats. At the moment, she doesn't recycle.
More often than not, it goes straight down the chute in a bag and be collected by binmen on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because that's what they do.
And what if they paid you £18 a month, say, to recycle? Would it change your mind?
Well, I suppose it would. I mean, it's churlish to say that, you know, pay me and I will recycle, but if that's what it's going to take, that's what it's going to take.
But the mayor has no jurisdiction over recycling in London's councils. They doubt what an impact such a scheme could have here. Others are more critical.
Well, we might have people who are stealing other people's recycling so that they can get some of the money. It's just not well thought through, and it really has to be part of a bigger package.
But the UK has one of the lowest recycling rates in Europe, and Susan's response will please City Hall. A trial's expected in 2009. Tom Edwards, BBC London News.
Well, joining us now live from New York is the president of RecycleBank, Matt Tucker. A very good evening to you. We've heard some concerns in that report there. Why do you think it would be workable here?
Well, it's workable everywhere we go, whatever the demographic is, whether it's a city with a lot of high-rises, whether it's a suburban area, a rural area. RecycleBank has worked. I heard your piece and I had to chuckle briefly because we work everywhere we go, and we have been around for many years. And so this has been very well thought through. We do this. We have, as you know, hundreds of cities across the country, and regardless of what the population looks like, we encourage people to recycle. Do something good for the environment, do something good for the local authority, and do something good for themselves. That message, I think, is attractive to anybody.
Matt Tucker, there is also another message. People might argue that you're actually encouraging more waste. By the more rubbish that people generate, the more money they'll get.
Right, well, we don't encourage more waste. In fact, we cap the amount that you can be rewarded with every single month. So in the piece where someone said, if you take it out of my cart and put it into someone else's cart, that doesn't matter. We cap what you can earn. But regardless, we've introduced many programs here beyond recycling to cities in the United States where we've been able to do programs that are about total waste reduction, not just about recycling. So we are all about total waste reduction. A big part of that is recycling. But this whole notion of taking things out of someone else's cart is just not something we see here, and I'm not sure why we would see it there.
And with that cap that you were talking about, some people might say, well, you're only offering half a carrot.
Well, well, I'd say that half a carrot is better than an entire stick, but we offer quite a great carrot, and that's for programs. Our programs are with retailers, with partners like Coke and Kraft and Avion, local partners, local businesses, plus charitable donations. You can use your rewards and donate to environmental programs at schools and to other environmental charities. And I think that's a great carrot and not half a carrot, probably 2 carrots.
OK, Matt Tucker from New York, many thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Daley Thompson.